What's good, everyone? Hello, and welcome into another movie reaction, but more specifically, welcome into my last movie in the X-Men journey, The New Mutants 2020. Before you ask about Deadpool and Wolverine, since that's technically part of MCU Phase 5, I am watching it as part of MCU Phase 5 and my journey through that, so that will be coming out in a few months. But for X-Men, this is it, and yes, I'm watching it despite the fact that so many of you have told me to not bother, to skip it. I don't care. That actually kind of increases my intrigue even more to watch this movie, to see for myself why so many people have said that. And who knows, maybe I will end up liking this one. I have no idea. I anticipate that this movie is about brand new mutants, and when I did pull up the movie to get it ready to press play, I did recognize two faces. I saw Anya Taylor-Joy. I love her, so I'm excited to see her in this kind of environment and story. And I also saw the actor who plays Jonathan in Stranger Things, and I like him in Stranger Things, so we'll see how I like him here. There are possibly other actors that I know of, I just didn't, I don't like looking at movies too closely. I just quickly get them up and get ready to press play on them. So that is all I know going in. Obviously don't know the story, but we're dealing with New Mutants, so I anticipate a pretty typical X-Men story, I guess. If you have missed any of my X-Men reactions so far, I would recommend clicking up here and getting caught up. That is my X-Men playlist. And if you'd rather watch the full length reactions, you can find them on my Patreon. You don't have to be a member to access them. I do have an X-Men collection where you can pay one price to get all of my full reactions to every X-Men movie so far. I'll also have that linked in the description and the pinned comment. And with that, I have nothing else left to say, so let's go ahead and press play.
There's an old Native American proverb that says, inside every person there are two bears. One bear is all things good, the other is all things evil.
Wow, just throwing us right into the title immediately. I'm having a hard time seeing what the hell's going on.
What's happening?
That's my question.
Stay here.
Well, it's like a giant creature. That looks like the church from Shutter Island.
I'm Dr. Reyes. If you take a seat, I'll free your hand. An F-5 tornado touched down on your reservation.
No.
You're the sole survivor.
That was not a tornado.
Something was chasing us.
What? Sometimes trauma makes us remember things that aren't real.
She knows what she saw and heard.
I think this may be yours.
Danielle Moonstar.
But the reason you survived is because you're a very uncommon girl. Do you know what mutants are? You come of age and discover your true nature.
We saw mutants younger than that in like every other movie, did we not?
This is a facility for young mutants like yourself.
How long do I have to stay here?
Until I decide you're not a danger.
Danger to who?
Yourself.
There's really no one left.
And we know her dad's gone for sure. Looked like it anyway.
Yesterday I asked you to think about the first time your mutation manifested.
Oh my gosh, Maisie Williams, hello.
I was 13. I went to Reverend Craig. He asked me to show him, so I changed.
And what did Reverend Craig do?
Beat me about half to death.
Brutal. I like the accent she has in this.
Would anyone else like to share their first time?
New girl, how fucked up are you?
Ileana,
Drugs, I bet. Or an info, maybe?
why don't you show Danny around?
Why do I have to?
Because I'm asking you.
Oh, I know. I hate her too.
You only just met her.
Main building, dorms, chapel, if you believe in that shit, and garden. What kind of Indian are you? Dr. Reyes always says the closest town's 20 miles away.
So they just bring them here without...
There's no fence.
Nope, nothing between you and freedom.
feel like she knows. Very unlikable characters so far, Ileana. Ew. This is a giant dome then?
It's a cage, and now you're trapped in it forever.
Oh my gosh, beautiful. Beautiful animal. What exactly is your plan, girlfriend?
What are you doing out here? Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Maybe it's not time to be with them just yet.
But I'm all alone.
There's 2 people up here. You call me a nobody, please.
I can see these two becoming good BFFs. She's super kind, at least. Ilyana's not.
I was just showing her the chapel.
No one is ever to be accounted for, Rain.
Did I just get you in trouble?
What is he doing?
Oh, holy shit, I thought it just exploded.
He can blast off 0 to 100 like a cannonball.
So what is Danny's thing, I wonder?
And then there's Roberto.
So wait, this whole facility is set up and there's only 5 of you here?
What's his power?
He won't tell, but he's got something. Parents sent him here to be cured.
Is there a cure for being an asshole?
She means well. He's trying to help us. If you follow the treatment, you'll get out of here, Danny.
I don't understand why anyone's in here in the first place, though.
Thank you for helping me.
What do I know? Maybe we both should have jumped.
I like Rain. But yeah, nobody's done anything yet that makes me... I'm just curious.
Night, Kentucky.
Night, man.
Hearing him with this kind of accent is interesting.
Hello?
Is Danny like making him see this? Like not intentionally, but
Samuel, what did you do?
oh gosh. That was crazy.
There aren't any cameras in here, are there?
Only safe place in the building, but there could still be mics, so shh.
Best not to talk. Man, I wish they kind of got private showers though. I mean, I was about to say it feels very prison-like. I guess this is kind of like a prison.
Wow, that's some serious body art.
It wasn't my idea.
What's it stand for?
I don't think when she said it wasn't her idea, I don't think that means that she willingly...
I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about it.
willingly got it, you know? Oh, easy. I just love how fuck this is just her overall attitude about literally everything.
Hey, Standing Rock. You want a buffalo wing? You people love buffalo, don't you?
Jeez, Illy, will you just
No.
leave her alone?
Why don't you show us on the puppet where Daddy touched you?
Hey, guys, come on!
Keep my father's name out of your mouth, bitch! Get your hands off me.
Or you'll what? Let's find out. What are you gonna...
I don't understand what her problem is. Oh, shoot. That's pretty dope.
I'll see you in the morning.
I'll see you in hell.
Smiling men can't get us in our special place.
Smiling men. That is really creepy. Anomaly detected.
What's happening to me?
I'm a doctor.
Why do I feel like we can't trust this doctor, though?
You mutants are dangerous, and they need to be
Locked up?
sequestered from average humans for their safety and ours.
They're supposed to live here forever? Doesn't seem great. I still can't handle that we have this giant property and there's only 5 of them and 1 doctor, supposedly. We haven't seen a single other person.
It's been a week since my last confession.
My superior runs a facility for gifted mutants.
I masturbated twice. I lied to Dr. Reyes, and I was up in the vents again. I'm gonna say 1 Our Father and 2 Hail Marys, okay?
Maybe we should go.
You witch! I'll flay the flesh from your bone!
Demons can come in churches. Demons can come in churches.
The youth are sick and there is no cure.
It's one of the only places Reyes can't watch us.
It's full of cool shit from back before this was even a place for mutants.
Good.
Let's play a little game.
The game is lie detecting? What the fuck?
Dare.
You can't say dare.
Oh, they're playing truth or dare with.
What's the call for?
My dad gave it to me right before it.
I'm sorry.
I belong here, so.
I'm not sure any of us belong here.
I agree.
What's your power?
I don't know.
How about another question? What's with the stupid bear?
Same as Sam. My dad made it for me. I was really afraid of the dark. So my dad, he told me a legend of a bear. Demon bear.
Enough.
Seemed like she didn't like hearing about her relationship with her dad or whatever.
Why are you here?
Because I killed 18 men, 1 by 1.
The smiling men? I thought they said there were no cameras or anything in the attic.
Today I'd like to talk about obedience. If you want any hope of moving on.
Love that hairstyle.
Do I really have to spend my whole life in here for one mistake?
Once you're better.
I am when am I better?
I feel like his accent. I feel like his accent comes and goes.
When will I ever get better?
You're better when I say so.
What if that's never?
You're not listening to me.
Her hair reminds me of I think it was Scary Spice that would do her hair like that. Back when the Spice Girls were in their peak.
How do you know so much about the Spice Girls?
What did you do to her?
I may have spiked her tea.
See, and this is my question. It's like when the doctor sleeps, like really there's no other adults looking over these mutants? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, who is the superior she's always talking about?
You know who the X-Men are, right?
I wouldn't mind being an X-Man.
And why would they need a dog?
Come with me, I want to show you something.
Where? Are you sure you know where you're going?
You know how much trouble we're gonna get in for this?
What do you mean? You've literally done nothing wrong. They were like dancing and laughing. They weren't being very rebellious.
This one day I just got claustrophobic.
Yeah, he blasted.
Yeah, I killed my dad, most of his crew. I just couldn't forgive myself.
I'm sorry, man.
I hear footsteps, I think.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Wait, so you could get out of the building this whole time?
I can get anywhere in the hospital through the vents.
Oh my god.
Whoa, that's cool.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is.
So if the dome blocks out weather, I have questions about that. Who waters the grass? I realize that's not an important question, but there's a pool here? What the fuck? Oh, I would be in here every day.
Want company?
What? You have to turn off the lights?
Ooh, scary.
Are you scared? I think you are. Virgin.
Doesn't feel like it's real.
No, it doesn't.
It's just that you're just so nice to me. Sometimes I feel like I made you up.
Cute. We're over halfway through this movie and I'm genuinely wondering what the story is.
Don't.
Oh,
They're beautiful.
they are pretty eyes. I'm glad they have each other. Kind of expected this to happen too. Poor Sam.
What's wrong?
Oh, right.
I can't. I just
Yeah.
need a second to cool down.
Isn't this what you want?
So it's kind of like what Rogue goes through, except slightly different.
If I get too hot,
You can tell me.
I was with my girlfriend.
Killed his girlfriend.
I tried to hold her, but I
Oh no.
burned her.
Oh no.
I killed her with
Yeah, so basically rogue.
You can't frighten me. You won't hurt me.
Are we gonna test that out?
Billy?
Excuse me? What the fuck? His girlfriend, his burned girlfriend.
What is it?
It's Berto.
I like how we haven't seen this woman like sleeping in a bed.
Damn. What happened here?
Give me my phone back. I am in charge here.
How did he get her phone?
You're gonna try to kill me.
It wasn't me.
Roberto, Ileana was in her room.
Calling the cops and getting out of here.
You're not going anywhere.
Yes, says who?
Says your doctor.
Bullshit. You're not a doctor.
She wasn't in the pool, but I know what you did to me. You're gonna help the others clean this mess.
In your dreams.
So what, he just hallucinated that whole thing? She really never was in the pool with him?
I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. What's the last thing you remember?
It brings the snow. The demon bear.
What is this place?
Oh, is that footage from Logan? Yeah, that looks like the same footage we saw in Logan. No. Creepy. Nope. Nope. Nope.
I killed you.
Unlike Christ, I rise.
Can you control it?
Okay, so she's the one causing all of this to everybody else. That has to be it. But that doesn't explain him in the pool, though. Because she was with Rain out big chillin' in the cemetery. Oh.
Oh my God.
That's real. See, I told you this shit's real.
What happened to her? You happened. I now know your power, new girl. Let me show you mine.
It's like a Bucky arm. The hell?
She's in our heads. She'll kill us all.
I think I'm gonna believe her when she says that, but then I'm still confused. Maybe she could sense it immediately when she got here, which is why she was such a bitch to start with.
Something's happening to me, and I can't control it. That place you took me, is it hell?
Limbo. The place we made up.
I brought someone for you.
She's trying to show her it's not intentional.
Who were they?
I never knew their names. They were all the same. They made us cry. And it made them smile.
Analysis results? No analysis. Just danger, terminate immediately. We're not going to tell you why. Essex Corporation?
I'm not afraid of you. I'm afraid of what I saw.
I feel like the thing that we saw, or the thing that she was running from at the very beginning of the movie, like maybe went in her.
I saw kids like us, mutants, being forced to do things. I don't think this is a hospital. The place that I saw it, I think that's where we go when we leave.
Yeah, maybe. It's crazy that she got burnt on her neck when it wasn't real.
Where are you, babe?
She's not real.
This is very like horror movie now.
You can do your best to save a patient. Sometimes the most humane thing to do is put it to sleep.
Rain. Oh, go get her, Rain. Oh gosh. I was was wondering where Roberto was this whole time. Man's just chilling, doing dishes. Love it.
You're the most powerful mutant we've ever had. It's almost over, Danny.
Rain, where are you?
Hey, Dr. Reyes! Thank God, you gotta help us!
Oh my gosh, stop! I don't even understand what these things are.
Oh, seriously?
No. She'll be. I have faith in her. I think. Oh shoot! I just broke them all. So why was he asking her to do something when he could have just done that immediately?
Where's Dr. Reyes?
She tried to kill Danny.
What?
That test, it wasn't a test. She tried to kill her.
We got each other out of our cages. We can get out of this
But she still got force fields around the building. How are you gonna get past that?
by taking out the source.
And let's kill the bitch.
I want all of you to go to your rooms right now.
Not happening.
It wasn't for me. You all would have been dead a long time ago. Hey, calm down.
Oh, that's rough.
Danny needs to be put down. No, for her own good. She takes her greatest fear, darkest secret, and makes you live through it.
Oh, is this gonna be the start of the movie? Mm-hmm. Yep, I think so.
What are you doing, Danny?
So wait, she caused that? What in the hell? So her power is a demon bear? In addition to?
Why, Danny?
Because that's what she fears.
So she also does it to herself?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to play with it.
That thing will kill you!
He's right, it's magic.
Oh my.
Hey, Yogi!
Aw. I like that. Lockheed is, yeah, that's cute.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna marry that girl.
Jesus.
I really need you to wake up. Come back, you coward! Rain, where are you? Rain! I knew he can hear me in there.
I love that Illy's just the only one dealing with despair. X-Men taught us that teamwork makes the dream work, but I guess not these guys. There we go. There we go.
You have to wake up, or we're all going to die.
Dad.
It wasn't your fault. But now you need to wake up. You're bigger.
That's it. That's the pep talk. Dad, the bear's too big. Well, you're bigger. Peace. Goodbye.
Stop! You don't have to worry about anything anymore.
Okay. So this field around the whole place is gone now, right?
Thanks, all of you, for saving me.
You saved us.
I mean, you all saved each other.
My father used to tell me that inside every person there are two bears. One bear is all things good, the other is all things evil. I asked him, which one wins? The one you feed.
Well, that was certainly a movie, y'all. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a movie. All right, that was my reaction to the New Mutants. Thank you so much for watching. I definitely understand why so many of you are like, just skip this one, don't watch it. But here's the thing, take out the credits. This movie is under 90 minutes. I don't really think that's a waste of time. And I'm glad I saw it because I can get behind the idea of this movie. I just think that they executed on it pretty poorly, at least for me. But I can get behind the idea of this. I can get behind the idea of like a typical horror movie starring teenagers as the main characters, right? Very cliche, but just give them that like X-Men Marvel sprinkle of giving them mutant abilities. And I can dig that. I can dig the idea of that if it was an actually like well done horror movie. But unfortunately, this just didn't work for me. And it was largely because this movie's runtime, too much of it was really boring. Just straight up really boring. Definitely didn't feel creative at all. I felt that the camera work was incredibly lacking. It just felt boring to watch. In the first, like, I want to say maybe 20 minutes or 25 minutes of the movie, I almost felt like this was made by like amateurs. And almost kind of looked like a film that college students were making, because the camera work was just extremely simple. The acting to me just felt very bland, and I don't know, none of these characters were written in a way that made me invested in them or cared about them at all, including our main character. And it sucks because we have great actors in this. Anya Taylor-Joy, you could tell that she brought her typical A game to this character, but unfortunately her character, I did not like her at all, and I did not like how she was written. By the end of the movie, I like kind of came around to liking her a little bit, but it just didn't make up for how she was when we first met her. Like, she was a real fucking bitch when we first met her. Racist for I don't know what fucking reason. And it was just extremely off-putting. The accent didn't help. Same with Charlie Keaton in that accent. I mean, if the character is supposed to be that way, cool, like I get it, but it just wasn't really working for me at all. And it's a bit of a bummer. Maisie's character, really liked her, but same thing. There wasn't anything really like gripping me about these characters. I do appreciate the lesbian relationship though. Love that. Love seeing that on screen front and center. Diversity, we love it. So I definitely am, that's like one of the few things I actually enjoy about this movie, is having that present. So that was really cute. Definitely a good little distraction from the horror that wasn't really horror. You know, I appreciate that we got to go through every character's like thing and background and like what happened to them to result them to get into this place. But I don't know. I also think that, I mean, I mentioned it so many times, but like the fact that that whole place had one adult and only 5 teenagers just felt so odd that I couldn't like get over it, you know? It literally just made no sense to me, and it was so painfully obvious that, I don't know, it was just weird. It was just really weird. I also thought it was strange how like we kept seeing the outside of the building in between scenes to kind of act as like a break in between scenes, I guess. But after maybe the 4th or 5th time, I was just like, why do we keep seeing the outside of the building? Like, we're clearly not leaving this place. Like, why do we need to keep seeing the outside of the building? Like, I don't understand. Such a little thing that just was like, I don't know, just so, it just really stood out to me. I don't know. The creativity with like camera work and effects and powers and stuff, like, you know, if we had had more of what happened in the last 20 minutes of this movie, if we had had just more of that kind of throughout the whole movie, I think I would have enjoyed this a little bit more than I currently do, which is not very much at all. But yeah, we didn't get that. And I have a question still. So if Danny's demon bear was the cause of the reservation getting completely demolished and everyone died and she was the only survivor, then my question is, what the fuck happened to her to cause that demon bear to come out and destroy everything? The movie doesn't really touch on that. We don't really get to explore that unless I completely missed something. I feel like I didn't, but yeah. I mean, Danny's relationship with her dad seemed totally fine, and nothing that would need to make us like think anything of him. You know, it doesn't seem like Danny went through what Ileana went through, which was awful, by the way. So yeah, I don't know. It just, yeah, I'm left here just kind of being like having more questions than not, and just being underwhelmed by how boring and slow and I don't know, just wishing for a better movie here. Yeah, we'll call it that. I think the only other thing I liked about this movie is that Maisie's character could turn into a wolf, because that just seems very fitting. Am I right? So yeah, underwhelming, mediocre, kind of blah. Happy I watched it though, to officially mark a big check beside X-Men. And once again, if you have skipped over any reaction so far, definitely go to my playlist, catch up on what you missed. It has been quite the journey. And my favorite movie, I do have a ranking on my Letterboxd. I will link my X-Men ranked list below so that you can see my official ranking of the X-Men films. Logan is my number one because I just love, I don't know, I love serious movies. Movies that, yeah, I don't know. Logan was great. Logan was my favorite. Don't mind me just literally pulling up my list because I can't seem to remember my own order. Okay, so we've got the top 5: Logan, X-Men Days of Future Past, Deadpool 2, Deadpool, and X2. Followed by X-Men First Class, The Wolverine, X-Men, X-Men The Last Stand, X-Men Origins Wolverine, X-Men Apocalypse, Dark Phoenix, and The New Mutants will be at the very bottom. Anyway, with that, I'm going to pull up the New Mutants now here on Letterboxd and see what some other people have to say. I am going to be specifically looking out for people that enjoy the movie though, because maybe I missed something. So let's go check it out. 5 stars. The image of the bear in the ray of sunlight changing from vicious to empathetic and weary was just so striking. Think this is kind of a beautiful film. My happy place is imagining sequels about these misfits bound together, having escaped and now bringing down an evil organization. I can picture that. That would be fun. 2.5 stars. There are some interesting new ideas that the New Mutants brings to the table. However, it gets lost in this messy script. Almost nothing happens, yet it feels constantly like it's rushing to get somewhere. The visual effects look like this movie was made back in 2005, and when some of the scares rely on the look, it really falls flat. I can't comment on acting because I was too distracted by the bad accents. Anya Taylor-Joy was good though. It's just another generic superhero movie. Yeah. Also generic horror, I feel too. And 1 star, I actually don't hate the premise, or at least the idea of it, so it's a real shame that this ended up being one of the worst executed films I've ever come across. It was so goddamn boring and takes virtually the entire film to get to anything. The dialogue is laughably bad, the effects are rough, and I don't think I can quite stress enough just how truly horrendous the acting is from everyone, except maybe Maisie at an absolute push. Applauded for at least attempting something different, but they got this horribly wrong, and you can absolutely skip this and forget it exists. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever rewatch this one, except for when I edit it, because I think I'll probably be the one to edit this one. But yeah. Anyway, with that, I now turn it to you. Let's talk about this movie. If you are someone who feels like I do, let me know your thoughts. Let's talk about it. But if you are someone that actually enjoys this movie and you do not rank it at the bottom of your X-Men list, let me know which movies you think it is better than. Let me know all the reasons that you like this one. I am very much looking forward to reading your comments. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please click here to do so. And if you want to continue watching something else of mine, click on over here. To everyone supporting on Patreon, thank you so much for doing so. And we will see you back here for the next reaction. Take care, everybody.